How's it going, YouTube? Andrew from Team Gladiator here, showing you a retro deck profile for October. This is a Halloween deck profile. It is zombies. So yeah, we'll get into it real quick. Again, this is retro, it's Edison format. So if you like that kind of stuff, comment, like, subscribe to the video. If not, I am mainly focusing on current format and or Genesis format right now as well. But I am going to be doing some retro videos every once in a while. So comment, like, subscribe, and let's get into the deck profile real quick. Alright, to start things off, we have one Dark Arm Dragon, two Beast King Barbaros. What Dark Arm does is, if you have 3 darks in your graveyard, you can special it, then you can banish a dark in your graveyard, and you can destroy a card in the field. Barbaros, you can normal summon him without a tribute, and if you do, his original attack becomes 1900. Or you can tribute 3 monsters, and then if you do that, you destroy all cards your opponent controls. When Ryokoki, this is a unique card. I'm liking it a lot. It's 2400, so it crashes with Chaos and whatnot. And then if it battles a warrior or spellcaster, you destroy that monster at the beginning of the damage step. So it's an out to certain things, and it does crash with the monarchs in the format. 3 Pyramid Turtle. It's a recruiter. When it's destroyed by battle, you can special a zombie with 2000 or less defense from your deck, including the Ryokoki. That's why we are playing that. Easy access to it. Double Goblin Zombie. When it inflicts battle damage, you send the top card of your opponent's deck to the graveyard, and then when it's sent to the graveyard by any way, you add a zombie monster with 1200 or less defense to your hand from your deck. So, very good. It is a mandatory effect, though, so if you are playing and you go into a Brionic with him, you cannot use priority with Brio because the Goblin Zombie is a mandatory effect. Same thing as if you synchro with a Sangan. 1 Zombie Master, you discard a monster card, and then you special level 4 or lower zombie from my graveyard, but you can also summon 1 from your opponent's graveyard as well. Mizuki, you banish it from the graveyard, special a zombie from your graveyard. Plague Spreader is a level 2 tuner, and then if he's in the graveyard, you can stack a card from your hand to the top of your deck to special it, and then if you summoned it this way, it's banished when it leaves the field. Spirit Reaver, it can be destroyed by battle if it is targeted by any spell trap or monster effect, and then it's destroyed immediately. And then if he inflicts battle damage by attacking directly, you discard a card from your opponent's hand. 3 Krebins. What this card does is it can negate an attack when he's selected as an attack target, and then you pay 800 life points to negate that attack. He's also a level 2 tuner. They can summon off of Emergency Teleport. Then we have a Psychic Commander. When a Psychic monster battles that I control, during damage, I can pay life points anywhere from 1 to 500, and then the monster that Psychic monster is battling loses that much attack and defense, so he can crash with like a 1900 attack point monster, or you can get over Stratus. Sengen, same thing with Goblin Zombie. He has a mandatory effect, so if he's sent to the graveyard, you have to use his effect first. But he searches any monster with 1500 or less attack from the deck and add it to my hand. That's the monster lineup. Onto the spells, we got Double Book of Life, special summon a zombie monster from your graveyard, and then you can remove a monster in your opponent's graveyard from play as well to do that. So you can use this to get rid of a light or dark or whatever you may need to get rid of. It's very good to get rid of Vayu, get rid of Sirocco, get rid of something for Chaos Sork, or to keep them out of 3 darks to Dark Arm, and so on. Very nice card. Then we are playing an Emergency Teleport. You special level 3 lower Psychic monster from your hand or deck, and then it just destroys them in the end phase, but it uses this to get Krebins or Psychic Commander to easy synchro summons. Telecom power it well. What this does, you can special a number of level 2 or lower psychics from your graveyard, but you take 300 times the level. So if you special Krebons, you take 600. Special 2 Krebons, you take 1200 damage. But this can go into really big plays really quickly. Next up, we got Brain Control. Pay 800, take control of your opponent's face-up monster, of course. You can then use it for synchro summons. Mind Control, you take any monster your opponent controls. It can't attack and it can't be tributed, so you can't like tribute summon a Chaos or something. And then it can't attack, but you can, take a Raikou, flip, whatnot, or you can take really anything, and then just use it for synchro plays is the main thing. Laura, you draw 2 cards, banish a dark from your hand. If you can't, you discard your whole hand. Easy draw power. 3 upstart, you pay give your opponent 1,000 life points, you draw 1 card. Legacy, just draw 1 as well. And if your opponent happens to have a spirit monster, you draw 2, but that never comes up really. And then 3 draw greed, additional draw 1 cards. 2 skill drain, pay 1,000 life, negate any face of monster effects on the field. Pyramid Turtle, Goblin Zombie, Mizuki, Plague Spreader, those things get around this. Also, cards like Stardust and Colossal get around it as well. So, very good in this type of deck. Solemn Judgment, Mirror Force, Torrential, and Call of the Haunted. Once they start seeing your jars and your legacies, they're kind of hesitant to kind of hit your back rows, so that's why Torrential, Mirror Force, and stuff is there. Call, you can also chain this to special a Goblin Zombie or Sanguine, and then it gets destroyed, but at that point you still get a search, so it's very nice there. Onto the extra deck. Mistworm is level 9. You need 1 tuner and 2 or more non-tuners to make it. When he is summoned, you return 3 cards your opponent controls to the hand. Dark End Dragon is 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner dark monster. Once per turn, you can have this card lose 500 attack and defense, and then you send a card your opponent controls to the graveyard, and it does send, not destroyed, so that doesn't matter sometimes. Stardust Dragon, whenever your opponent uses a card that destroys stuff, you can send this card to the graveyard instead, and then this card ends up coming back at the end phase. Thought Roller Archfiend, this is also just like Stardust, 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. It's a level 8. When this card destroys a monster with battle sent to the graveyard, you gain life points. You could do that monster's original attack, and then you can pay 1,000 life points to negate the activation of a spell or trap that targets a psychic monster that you control, and then you destroy it. Colossal Fighter, this card gains 100 attack for every warrior. It's also a level 8, so 1 or more non-tuners plus a tuner monster to make it. So it gains 100 attack for every warrior monster in either graveyard, and then when it's destroyed by battle, you can special summon 1 warrior type monster from either player's graveyard, so you can special itself back. 1 Black Rose Dragon is a 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. It's a level 7. You just use it to destroy all cards on the field when it's summoned, including itself. Revive King Hades, Plague Spreader plus 1 or more non-tuners is a level 6. You negate any monster that is destroyed by battle with zombie monsters. So if you attack into a Raikou, it's an effects negate. Attack into a Supernova Mega Hamster, it's effect negated. And then it's by any zombie monster that you control. So it's him, it can be anything else as well. Doom Kaiser is Plague Spreader plus 1 or more non-tuners as well. It's also a level 6. When they special, you just can select a zombie monster in your opponent's graveyard and special summon it to your field in attack position, and then it is destroyed when this card is removed from the field. So you can summon this if you're playing against any deck that plays a Plague Spreader. You can summon this and take their Plague Spreader, use it, synchro into level 8 or whatnot. Just combo plays. Brio, 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. This is level 6. You can discard any number of cards to return that many number of cards from the field to the hand. So you can discard your Mizuki or your Plague Spreader to return cards your opponent controls to their hand, and then you can get plays from that. Goyo, 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner. The errata of this card, you need an Earth tuner. However, we don't play by errata, of course, so we don't need that for this format. When this card destroys a monster in battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can special summon a monster, that monster to your field in defense position. Flamethrower Lucreza, also level 6, 1 tuner plus 1 more non-tuners. During battle between this card and a defense position monster, it has piercing, so very, very nice. And then when this card gains 300 attack each time it inflicts battle damage, so you can attack into something, inflict piercing damage, and then he gains 300, and he's now at 24, and so on. Gaia Knight, just a vanilla level 6, 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner, just a 2600 beat stick. Sometimes you want to go in this if you don't want to use Goyo or Brio too early, or even if sometimes you don't want to use your Flamevell. So this is a very nice, just a beat stick there. Catastor, level 5, 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. If he battles a non-dark monster, you destroy that monster without applying damage calculation. Magical Android, also level 5 tuner, level 5 synchro, 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. During your end phase, you just gain 600 life points for each psychic that you control. So if you have this and a Krebons, you gain 12. This and just itself, you gain 6. So we're pretty nice there. And then Armory Arm is the only level 4. Every once in a while, you might take a Raikou that your opponent has and then synchro with your Krebons to make it. Once per turn, you can equip this card to a monster, or unequip it to special it in attack position. When equipped to that monster gains 1,000 attack. And then when the equipped monster destroys a monster of battle, since it's the graveyard, you inflict to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's attack. So you can have, one of your monsters gain 1,000 attack, attack into something, do big damage, and then inflict that monster's attack to your opponent as well. So that's for the extra deck there. On to the side deck. Pretty standard here. Not standard, but it's nice and easy. We got a Follow Downer just for frogs and whatnot. We got a Breaker. It's just a more backward destruction. Easy out to like Royal Oppression. This deck does have issues with Royal Oppression, so that's pretty nice. Double Sirocco just for Black Wings and value. Lightning Vortex is easy removal, get stuff in the grave. MST and Twister, again, just easy Royal Oppression, Royal Decree outs, whatnot. And then we got some destruction cards. We got 2D Prison for GB and other stuff. Bottomless, GB, Black Wings and whatnot. And then Master Restrict for any deck that, wants to tribute some and stuff. So, yeah, comment, like the video, guys, subscribe. Again, this is my Edison zombie deck profile for Halloween, for October, of course. So, yeah, if you like this stuff, let me know. I can do more retro stuff, of course. If not, then, yeah, I am focusing mainly on current format and, of course, the Genesis format, but I can always do more retro if that's what you guys want. Anyways, guys, see you later.